We've got fun and games, we've got everything you want, just call out our names. Whatever you may need will make your dreams come true. In the Fan Zone, the adventure awaits for you. Step into the magic, feel the energy. Open up your mind, set your spirit free. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where the music plays, dancing in the moonlight, enjoying sunny days. In this world of wonder, anything is possible. Come along and join us, let's make it unforgettable. All your hopes and fears, they will disappear. Feel the love and joy, let it all be clear. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Oh, yeah, yeah. Where dreams are shown.
All right, welcome everybody. We're doing some Starfinder in the Sven Zone, making sure I can be heard. Everybody say hi. We're doing some
Hello.
Hello.
Starfinder in the Sven Zone, making sure I can be heard. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Awesome. We have sound. I can kill this window. All right.
What did that window ever do to you? Jeez.
Takes
I
up
know,
too
right?
much space, too much time. All right. I have not heard from Bobby. Does anybody feel like running a soldier, or do I need to run him?
I mean, I might as well run the soldier. What does he specialize in?
Soldiering. He is a blitz, if I'm not mistaken. Guard. He's a guard. His primary fighting technique is a guard.
Okay.
He has opening volley, which neither one of his characters have ever used. But basically means if you shoot somebody, you can then get a bonus to hit them with a melee attack on your next attack. So you shoot them, run up to them, and then your next turn you get a bonus when you smack them in the face.
Oh, cool.
Keep that in mind. He has that as his feat. Other than that, he's pretty
Neat.
simple. He has the same weapon for both ranged and melee because it's a special noir pike.
Nice.
And he still might pop up. I don't know. I just haven't heard from him at all. So everybody else is here or accounted for. So we are ready
Welcome,
to go.
welcome.
I'm going to change my scale. There we go. All right, this is the last week. I'm going to have Wade in as your background. Just a reminder of the deity that the whole system is named after, and your keep specifically is named after. And I think at least one of you, if not a couple of you, worship Wade to some extent.
I think I do not.
So you guys had landed. You were attacked by these insects. After eating a couple of them, you went to. You started setting things up in the colony. Got a couple calls as the sun started to set. One was from the food silo. One was from the your power core. So you decided to go take care of the food first. You fought some asteroid lice and some gremlins. You got a bonus because you went to that one first. Then you went to the power plant, found Gavin Neldiner. He had been knocked unconscious by these jolt vines, and you guys destroyed all of them, gave medical aid to him, and then gave orders and things to have the rest of the vines destroyed that were close to this building, and power was restored. Had you gone to that one, you would have had a different bonus, but you didn't lose anything. You just, depending on which bonus you went, your bonus depended on which one you went to first. Also in the message of the day, you have a map. You have the colony people. So if you have questions or want to find either of those, that's an easy way to do it if you haven't hotkeyed those already. Any questions, any comments before on our recap before we get going?
No, I apologize for being late. I lost track of time.
It's all good. We are all, everybody's here except for
Just glad you're here.
Bobby. So we are ready to rock and roll. As an aside, I know we only play for 2.5 hours, but even if you're able to only play for the last half hour, you're always welcome to jump on and say hi and grab a character. So I'm going to go ahead and push this to you guys. I want to do a couple different administrative things first.
Administrator.
So this looks confusing, but it's really not. I'll show you how to read this. I read it from the letter first. So your colony is in this hex. And so if you want to know the designation of that, it is G, and then you come up to the number 4. Why isn't it?
Wow. Okay.
So it's G4.
Oh, okay. So
So-
the one above it is going to be B, and then
No, the other way.
5.
No. To the way.
No, other way.
G5.
Oh, the other way.
H.
G5. Okay.
Or H4.
So where's my...
That's G5. Next is
G5,
H4.
H4.
There you go.
Okay, got it. I got it. I figured it out. Woo! Didn't take me long.
Yep. So like I said, I just read it from the letter. So I'm also going to be building locations for depending on where you go. So like you have for Mountain Pass, if you click on the token, the pin there. Oh, I'm in ping mode. Hold on a second.
Click on the pin. Okay. We'll click on the pin.
You'll see, not only when you hover over it says G4. This one has a particular name, Mountain Pass. They won't always have names. It'll just be hills or whatever. But you'll see it has the type, it has the designation G4, and then anything special about it will be linked in there. This one has Waden's Keep, which is a sublocation. You can click that open. And Tells you when it was founded, and then it also has a link to the people. Again, colony people, if you want to have access to that. So
Cool.
as things change, and we can also make additions to that. So as you fill in these hexes, you will then have more. Each one of these will have its own little pin as you move along. So let's see. Give me a second here. Let me grab this and do that. All right. So a week has passed since you guys finished rescuing the electric and the food silo. A lot of work has been done on the colony. It's now everybody has a place to sleep now. Power is going to everywhere. Now people are starting to set up their different aspects of their what they're going to be doing in the colony.
Are there official aspects?
Yes, scientist, geologist, engineer.
It was a joke. Ass specs. Come on, guys.
The the so what
Sorry, wasn't concentrating.
you're spending about a week, then you're going to be heading out and doing some exploring. So as you build your charter, you need more resources. So you spend these resource points to do things within the charter. So if you want to build a library, it's going to cost you, let's just say, 5 resource points. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. If you want to build a government center, it may cost you 2 resource points. Right now, you just get 1d6. That's all you get. For every resource node that you build in a different hex, you will gain another die. And you so then in 3 or 4 months, you in theory might have 3 or 4 different nodes that are generating income for your and resources for your colony. However, in order to build a resource node in that hex, you need to explore it. You also need to explore the hex you're in. So each hex is about 12 miles from side to side. And so you need to spend this time exploring the hex you're in first, and then picking where you want to go. You had already mentioned you wanted to head toward the trees. So ultimately, when you're looking at setting up a secondary settlement, you were looking up here toward the north where the trees are.
Mm-hmm.
Because you chose this starting space, you get a free resource node. Doesn't cost you anything except for the turn in mountains. So you may want to
I should for sure.
explore a mountain hex first, so that way you can then also get that mountain hex resource.
Ooh,
Okay.
like a good idea.
That is a good idea.
All right, so let me close this. The first thing we need to do then is, it's been a week. So everybody give me a percentile. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not unlock Toby. You don't have to worry about Toby for this aspect of it.
Okay.
But he's ready to be grabbed whenever you want to. Wow. Des.
Nick, you and I
Doc.
be
Ooh,
Luna on the opposite extreme with Lovina's not far behind her. All right. All right. So in the player notes, under player on the far right of the screen, there is a new one that I made for everybody to share. Downtime activities. In big bold letters halfway down a little bit, it says charter. You can do the three things below it. to help your charter. Right now, you don't need unrest to assuage the unrest because right now your charter is all happy. They're in the honeymoon phase, so nobody is upset with you guys yet or the leadership. There is no unrest. But you can do bolster trait, you can do perform administrative duties. As we mentioned last week, each charter turn is a month. 1 week during that month, one of you needs to do the perform administrative duties downtime activity, or you do not get paid. You do not, your colony does not, your settlement does not get any resources for
I'll
that
take
month.
week 1.
So it doesn't have to be the same person every time. You don't have to do it for more than 1 week, but it has to be done for a week. So
Okay.
if Glavina
So-
is offering to do that for the first week, awesome. What we're
That's
doing
awesome.
now, starting
Alright.
with Des, it's pretty much exactly as you rolled. Des, Clef, Bex, Glavina, and Luna Lai. We're going to go in that order. You're telling me what your downtime activity is that you chose to do.
Well, I know I mentioned this last week because I already had my mind made up. Des is going to go ahead and do the bolster trait because he has a feat that makes it a little bit cheaper to do. So he's going around the charter and basically like helping people in this place and giving them, I don't know, motivation, like a little bit like friendly like gym teacher in terms of like kind of like because it's the feat itself is boosting intimidation, so he's a
And,
little bit friendly gym teacher.
and what does your feat do for you?
It costs 1 less resource unit.
Does it say minimum of 1?
Yes, it's a minimum more one.
Okay. So hopefully you all have this somewhere. If you don't, there it is again. What he's talking about is the resource points. I mean the underneath the resource points is your traits. And actually, I'll go ahead and note that. So he can bolster one of those by 1. It will cost a resource point. Normally, you would have some left over from the month before. I'm going to go ahead and waive it for this time because it's your first time. Say you use resources that were on the ship.
I appreciate that.
Find some natives and slaughter them, whatever it takes. So you can boost one of these by 1. So you can attempt to, I should say. What would you like to try to boost?
May I like hold off on deciding that until later? I know that you were talking about projects that we can take on, and I asked you to keep on projects that we are 1 short for, if that is possible. So you were making a list of the buildings that we could make that we were eligible for. And I would like to reserve my decision until I can help with one of those if we need it.
All right. So for bolster trait, you do not. This one actually does not take a roll. So what we're going to do is I'm going to I'll just mark it here.
The building is not there either.
So, just to clarify, you would need to choose before the event during your building phase, because you would not know what the event is, so you wouldn't know to in advance to do if there is an event at all. You're
Okay.
just looking at building. Okay.
Look, guys,
All
I
right.
took a feat that does this thing, so I'm gonna try to do it as much
Dr.
as possible.
Clef, just keep in mind it does take resource points going forward. So you'll need to
That's true.
reserve resource points, or you will not be able to do it. All right, Clef, what you doing? What is your... Also, if you guys want to
So
talk to anybody or
last
do
week I
anything
did make
else, you can. Sorry, go ahead.
last week I did make some notes of like several activities that I was interested in and was like rereading through them, and I found that I now no longer can find like half of them, which is a little annoying. I don't know where they were.
The downtime
But
activities?
oh well. Yeah.
They are all on Archives of Nethys, and they should be, in theory, in... So the link I sent you
I
is
just
only from the
remember.
character operations manual. So there might be a couple more that might have
Uh,
been somewhere else.
I just remember like I made a note of catalog creature downtime activity, world analysis, or world mapping downtime activities.
So yeah, catalog creature is there. It's not... I don't think it's called catalog creature, but it's called study sample. Let me look at it. It
I
is...
analyzed sample. I wrote that as a separate
Yes.
one.
So analyze sample allows you to spend the day analyzing a physical sample of a creature or material. The sample, and you must have access to a lab, and you gain information about the material as if you had taken a 20 on the skill check. For every day you spend, you gain a +1 to your check up to a maximum of 5. Is what that one does. I don't know what catalog creature does. That again, that would be on down in the Archives of Nethys probably.
Yeah. So I don't take up too much time, I guess. I would like to do the analyze sample on the shoot, what were they called? Those bugs we fought when we first landed.
Okay.
I know we float around the idea
Growing
of possibly
bugs.
yeah, the burrowing bugs. Um,
All right. So you have
or bowl beetles.
You have 7 days. Do you want to, like I said, each you can spend up to 5 days, because if it doesn't do you any good to do more than that. So, do you want to? How many days do you want to spend on the burrowing beetle?
Let's do 3 days, and then I'll spend the rest of my time kind of making friends with some of our science team, namely the zoologist, biologist, and botanist,
Okay. So
whose
are
names
you
I am forgetting on.
now? You can. So you did you want to actually do just give up your downtime for those 4 days, or do you want to entertain? Do you want to lounge? You can make friends with people as sort of like a free action.
Alright.
Interact with
Um,
the colonists.
Can you throw up the development thing, please? I mean, downtown thing again. Downtime.
It's in player notes under player all the way to the right.
Okay.
Where you pick your characters.
I can put it in a hot sheet, all right? I mean, a hot
That's
spot.
for the charter downtimes. For all the other ones, you're gonna look in the Discord channel. There's a link.
There's a note that says downtime activities, and it has the link in it.
Yeah.
For downtime
I'll
as well.
do practice
Oh, you
profession.
just have the link. I was like, I only saw the 3.
For
All right, Nick,
downtime
what
or
were you
down.
saying?
I'll do practice profession. I'll just kind of
I had a
those times I'll kind of be like working on my little experiments, kind of acting like a doctor, as I during kind of the rest of the week, kind of build my brand and network and in the community.
Okay, so not to be that guy, but the practice profession does take a week.
Oh, that one. Oh, I missed that part. Okay. In that case, I will do just practice profession, and we can
Okay.
skip the analyze sample.
All right, and then you said you're going to be building your brand and network. You get a +2 circumstance to diplomacy checks for a week. That's awesome. You can spend a week. At the end of the week, you spend. Okay, so go ahead and do a profession check. What is your profession based off of? What skill is it based off of?
It's my profession is Xeno Seeker. It's intelligence based.
Skills. Intelligence, okay. So you don't get the bonus, but it's go ahead and give me a profession check. And it is 17. Nice. You got a 50-50 chance. All right, so
Where's the profession sheet?
you build your, okay, so let me mark it. Effects plus. Is it +2? Yes, +2. All right.
Where do you find your profession information?
It's on your skills page.
It's not there. It's nothing there. That means I don't have a profession, correct?
I don't know what happened to yours. Everyone should had one. I'll give you yours in just a moment when we get to
Yeah.
the turn.
I just didn't know what.
Typically tied to your theme, if I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
+2 circumstance diplomacy for
See,
1
no.
week. All right, so you have +1 until. Where'd the calendar go? Calistrol 3. +2 diplomacy. And wait and keep until Cal 3.
Holy shitballs.
All right, so we will come back. Remind me, Nick. We'll come back and do a little bit of talking to the other players, the other people there in waiting to keep that you use that bonus.
Intelligence.
All right, next is Bex.
Let me see. For my downtime, I am going
He's
to.
hitting the clubs downtown.
No. I am going to maintain readiness, and I'm going to try to rope Tashi and Tukor and Elenez into picking up the same practice of just kind of always keeping an eye out for things, always being on watch, always being alert, because in addition to the natural dangers that this planet presents, we can't rule out, people showing up in a starship to do dastardly things, and we can't rule out the other charters doing dastardly things to us. So,
Okay.
no, so we need to be vigilant. And I
Okay.
know early on, that it might not seem there's a danger, but this would be the perfect time for us to let our guard down and be taken advantage of. And that's not going to happen on my watch.
So what sort of things will that entail as far as our adventures?
take up sentry positions at various points, make regular patrols, monitor scanners.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, and so just so you know, the closest um, other settlement to you is to the south. It is, does it say here? Plostov.
You pull up a map now.
Plaustov. Plostov to the south.
at some point, we're going to have to make a trip there and talk to them just to meet the neighbors. But I don't think we're there yet.
Right.
All right, so I'm also going to give you +2. You'll get +2 to your initiative if there's any combat during this week, during the event. I mean, during the month. But also, I'm going to go ahead and just give you a +2 to initiative.
Holy shit balls.
For the first combat. And give me a charisma roll, whether it's diplomacy or intimidation, however you want to come across to these people that you're asking to join you. You can do it all one roll, or you can do 4 rolls, 3 rolls, one each. So it's up to you.
All right, I'm going to use bluff, and I'm going to, as I talk, I'm going to gather them into a group and say, look, the security of the base is important, and I've screened everybody, and you 3 are the ones I know I can trust. You're the ones that are going to keep us safe, and kind of bullshit them into thinking that this is all about them when it's really not, and use my bluff check because I'm better at spewing bullshit than am at anything else.
Gotcha.
Can I back him up on that? Can I back him up on the bluff? Roll one?
No, this is something that he's doing on his own.
I could. Okay, whatever.
And whether they think I'm full of shit or not, we'll find out.
All right, so with a 15, Scout is happy to help, and Elenez Zoyan is happy to help, and seems like he's accepting everything you're saying. Taki and Tukor, they have less at the beginning. The first couple days, they don't have as much to do. As the days progress, they will eventually get busier and busier. So for the first several days, no problem, and then as by the end of the week, they're only helping out a little bit, but they are willing to help and as their duties allow.
Well, good. I'm going to continue to foster a friendship with Elenez then.
Okay.
He, she, they might become my deputy. I don't know what their orientation is, or even if undead do that anymore. Figured it all fell
Elenez
off
is a
at
male.
some point. Okay.
Yes, Elenez is a male. All right, Lou. So that was Bex, Glavina.
I'm doing that thing.
Wow.
Doing what?
Straight
The
duties.
administrative duties thing.
Okay, perfect. I don't think you need to roll for
Charger.
that. Let me check it.
Thank you. Appreciate your
Better not, I
sacrifice.
volunteered.
I'll take it next time.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And then let me just make sure I doubt we will forget, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it up here. Let's go under resource points. All right, next is Lunalai.
Yeah.
So your
As far as
profession
downtime,
is a biotechnician.
right. My downtime, I think, is this time going to be crack technology, and I will do computers for now.
Okay, so that would be if you had found something new.
Okay.
So
So,
you spend
okay.
all
So
day to crack a single computer or an object. So if to try to get into, if you find a data pad or if you find some sort of
okay.
object. But now, if you want to boost your skills, then the profession one would work.
Didn't look at profession.
It's called.
You know what my fucking profession is.
It is practice profession, so that would work, and that would give you.
That's it. What it's called,
bonuses
practice
based on that.
profession.
Yes, if you look at the downtime activity, scroll down under practice profession. There are 3 different aspects of it you can do.
Like for example, I did build
That's
brand and network.
practice profession is my profession. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm telling you that you can do that downtime activity of practice profession. Your profession is biotechnician.
Right. Okay. It does not say that. It just says nothing. Okay, so I'm going to practice my profession because that's what I was looking to do before. Was with I was thinking of it as a code breaker or thief or whatever in a movie. I would be breaking down practice computers or whatever to learn that profession better. In that I should be able to do computers and I can't, so this will be a good way to train myself. Having said all that, I'll do the practice profession thing of I guess tools, right? We want to do tools. So I'm going to create and refine processes and tools. In which case it will let me re-roll.
So you get a +5 in the modifier. So in your modifier, put +5.
Okay. This thing will close down.
What is happening? Hold on. I'm not.
Okay. What am I rolling? Rolling.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find where. Is it? Oh, here it is. FS. Okay, sorry. There we go. All right, so go ahead and so put the +5 modifier and then roll your biotechnician skill.
Profession.
All right, so the DC was 17. You got 19. So for check and refine processes, you can re-roll your next profession check to earn a living as long as that check takes place within the next month. This check does not need to be attempted while in the same settlement. All right, so
What does that mean?
cool. So that means if you can spend a week just practicing your profession, and you earn credits equal to, I believe it's 10 times what you roll, and then I typically house rule it to where you get double that.
Okay,
so you would get,
right,
in this case, you get to re-roll twice and pick the best one.
so I'll do it again.
No, for the next time you do your to earn
Oh,
money
okay.
with your profession.
Right. Okay. So it won't be earning anything now. Right.
And today's the 27th of Calistral. Okay. And that brings us to the end of that week. Dr. Clef, remind me who again you wanted to talk to?
Would be Beach, Taida, and Grauman. The zoologist, biologist, and botanist. I think I said that right. Yeah. Just make friends with the science people that are similar to my profession.
All right, so go ahead and roll. You can roll one of your charisma checks. You can roll your profession check. Just roll something to indicate some fashion of luck as far as your interaction with them.
I will roll my profession check.
Right?
Nice.
18. All right, so that was 16 plus 5. Excellent. All right, so he is now friendly towards you. So there are different degrees as you're working with people, from antagonistic. There might be another one in between that, and then there's indifferent, and then there's friendly, and then there's like soulmate or something. There's like 5 different degrees of how well people get along with you, and so they have moved from indifferent to friendly towards you.
Different.
And Bex, go ahead and give me a roll for your time with Elenez.
All right. What role do you want?
Either your profession or your any of the charisma roles like diplomacy or.
I will go with diplomacy, even though it's not my best.
Nice.
I
Okay.
think it might be your best now, That's how rolling in Nat 20 works.
I was just on my game today.
You happen to find just the right thing that interested in it. All right, so I'm sending you a message, Dr. Clef.
Okay.
That's what you learn about Veach. Elenez. There he is. All right. So as I mentioned, he is very jovial, and they're and talkative. And after spending a couple days with them, you are starting to get a. Actually, you're an android, so you probably don't care. But you are realizing that he continues to repeat over and over how much he likes not having to waste time eating or sleeping, because he is undead, unlike all these other flesh bags.
Nice. I can see the advantages.
Cigarette breaks are important,
And so I'll say I'm totally okay with the fact that he is undead because I'm artificial myself. I'm constructed.
Yep. He shares similar things. It's one of the reasons he likes you so
Although
much.
I do have to eat, but I don't necessarily care about what it tastes like or what it is I'm eating. If it's food, I'll eat it, no matter how nasty.
Really?
All right, go ahead and Dr. Clef, give me a roll for Tayeta.
Alrighty.
Now, this is the person who works under Haltheria Grommet.
Yes. I do remember that.
Dadgummit, I did it again.
Oops, I did it
All right,
again.
Mantha, would you see if
I
you can
played with your
unban
heart.
Nightbot, or if
Oh
or if
no.
I have to?
Okay.
I've done it once before and I was able to fix it.
Let me get it up.
But because this idiot came in and I clicked the first buttons instead of the second button, trying to ban this guy. All right. So with your 23, they are also friendly towards you. They know their stuff. They're really good at what they do.
That's good. That's nice to know.
And they're somewhat curious about what you do and why you do it. Because they are not like you in the sense that, they don't try, they haven't really worked with those type of formula and ways to try to alter your body on the go like that. So, Dr. Clef. All right, and then go ahead and roll the last one for. What was the last? Was it her boss,
Ramen.
Haltharia?
The boss. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a -5 on that.
Okay. -5. Oop, nope. -5. Not +5. There we go.
Sweet spot. Okay, here we go.
Nice, still did well.
Okay.
So they are very busy. They are very opinionated and pompous,
The bastards.
but they do have the credentials and the skills to back them up.
No quotes either? What the hey?
It's because he
Because
banned
I
Nightbot and
banned
I'm
Nightbot.
fixing it.
Yep.
Whoops.
All right. So you guys, your week goes by. It is now the morning
There we go.
of the 20th. Nope, it's not. It's the morning of the 27th.
Alright, Nightbot has returned to us. Got over the fight,
Awesome, thank you. Woo!
All right. It's 7 a.m. as you guys are getting ready to head out. So, where would you like to go? In character, discuss it, determine where you want to head out to. You would have done this beforehand. You had a whole week to talk about it and figure out where you want to go. So, during that week,
I think I like the idea of exploring a mountain hex, did we not determine that that would get us extra resources?
Yes,
It is
I
free
agree.
to set up, is
Yes.
what we found out, is the bonus for landing here.
All right. So as you build resource nodes, it costs you resource points. You get a
Right.
free one in a mountain hex. So
Ah,
it doesn't cost you any points, but you do have to clear that hex out first. And actually, I apologize. Your first day is going to be exploring this particular hex that you're in,
Makes sense.
okay, cool.
and then
So
So-
the hex is
here's a little
sorry. Go ahead.
nerdage for you. Where's
Marriage.
It is time for nerding.
so as you are exploring, because you have shorter people with you whose speed is slower,
Not
Um,
naming names, just looking at
Mhm.
Kaluna.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry.
you get what's called one activity a day. The I was taking a look and seeing. We're gonna run it rules as written for now. If we find that it's too much, we can figure something out. Maybe Lavina can ride Dez, and that would eliminate Lavina's speed, so that would give you 2 activities a day.
That would be up to Des.
Correct.
We
It'd be
also
up
get
to
like
Dez
a
and Bex.
mounts or something, or like hover bikes or something.
If you find the animal, if you find mount type animals, yes, and if you build and make vehicles, yes. So, but
We got to earn that shit first. So this is us out earning it.
right. So for travel,
Yeah.
you move into or toward an adjacent hex requiring a number of exploration activities equal to the required activities.
Exploration.
So, um, the
You want the map.
if you don't have enough to move into an adjacent hex, then they just stack until you get enough to go the next day. Keep in mind that as you're exploring, you are looking around. You're not just traveling from point A to B. You're exploring this hex, looking for minerals, weird plants, for caves, for and anything that's unusual in that 12 by 12 area. So that's why it's slower. It's why it takes you a day to go those 12 miles. You're not just walking 12 miles in a straight line. As you travel, you have 2 choices. So, Jingo, would you mind reading that last thing I just plopped in the chat?
You carefully explore and map a single hex, gaining as much information as you can. The activity requires a number of exploration activities equal to the hex in which you're performing recon, and you choose whether to be more careful or more thorough. If you choose to be more careful, the encounter DC increases by 2. If you choose to be more thorough, it decreases by 2.
So, Roberta, would you read what that means?
Upon successfully performing recon in a hex, you discover all the hex's major features that don't require a check at the GM's discretion, and you learn the biome of each hex adjacent to that hex. In addition, if you choose to be more thorough, you find the fastest way through the terrain, reduce the number of activities required to travel in or through that hex by one to a minimum of one. This reduction can apply only once per hex.
So,
Why the hell would I do that?
your
What?
what that does is, um, so you can either go more careful, and then you have a higher chance of having an encounter, or you can be more thorough, which means you have a lower chance of an encounter, but I mean you have a. Let me just start that again. If you want to use your cartography skills and get the best way through this hex and reduce your speed as you travel through it for the next time as you leave or going through that hex, you have a higher chance of an encounter. If you just
Right.
want to check it out, then you map the whole hex, but you don't get any bonuses for it the next time you go in, but there's a less chance of running into something while you're there.
And that latter option is being thorough.
Yes.
Let's be thorough.
Yep.
At the very
All
least, for the one that we live in. Unless it. What is the current exploration actions it takes
So,
to move through this?
because there is no hills, there's aquatic, forest, marsh, mountain, plains, and urban. Right now, there are no urban, and it's on this map. But there are no hills. So I'm going to say I will give you guys this, for now at least, and this may change, but for now, I'm going to say this counts as plains. So your required activity is 1. Mountains require 2, and forests require 3.
Well,
Okay.
guys, we do not need to be thorough in the one we live in because the exploration activities is already 1, so we can't reduce it
All
further.
right, there you go.
All right, so you spend your first day exploring this hex. It takes you 1 day. And
Oh, and to address things, if Glavina is fine with it, I can carry her as long as she's cool with heights.
Well, I'm fine with heights. Knock yourself out, girlfriend.
all right, so your
I'm
first
short.
day,
Yeah.
27. You explore G4. All right, so it is now the 28th. You guys make it back home. So you guys can sleep in your beds, get everything packed up, and you're ready to go. Actually, doing more exploring. Where would you like to go next?
Say we do the one to the west. That should be a mountain node.
I was going to suggest the same thing.
All right, so who wants to take a crack at what
H3.
tile that is?
H3.
At what? What
Correct.
is?
It's H3, what tile it is.
Oh,
Correct.
Oh, you can do yeah, okay.
We're going for the one to the west. Is
Mhm.
H3.
All right. So it's going to take you a total of 3 days to explore that hex.
I am going to use every opportunity to use the word hexploration. I think it's fun.
Okay, so just to be clear, because it's somewhat confusing to me, are we choosing the option where we have a higher chance at an encounter?
That's
That
No.
was my
to
next
us.
question. So if you choose the higher chance of an encounter, it will only cost you 2 going forward to go through that hex.
Honestly, I
I believe we should do
don't
that.
see us traveling through that hex all that much, right?
Right, which kind of establishing a little bit of an advantage and then moving on to the forest or whatever, I thought.
Well, I
Right,
said
no,
I
I
don't
guess
see us moving through that hex because if we are
So,
going to the forest, that's not a good way to get there. Going to the
so we'll
west.
just take the
But
time it
remember, we've
takes
got
to
to do the
explore the
mountain
hex.
thing for the special whatever it was.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
why
that we
we're
should go to
doing
the
it.
mountains, but
But
I
we
don't
just
think we
don't want
should.
to rush through it to find ways through because we're not going to be traveling through it a lot. We're just going to go explore it at the regular pace and not risk extra encounters.
Okay,
Plus,
However, if I'm
it's-
understanding this correctly, if we have a node there, we would have to travel to it. And every time we would have to travel to our node, it would take 3 days. We were thorough.
So what you
We
just
No.
said
travel
is
to our node.
accurate. Every time you want to travel to your node, it would take you 3 days. However, theoretically, you may never need to go to your node. It's just you establish something there, and it just is there from then on.
Well, think about it. It's a
Okay.
mountain range that protects our location from the west. So I think that's a perfect excuse to do it.
To be thorough or to just build there?
To just build there.
I'm fine with just building there and not being thorough because we probably won't even have to travel there that often now.
Right.
We want to be more careful
Now,
though, which I
Might as
guess
well, right?
takes
right,
We
an
again, I
got
was
extra
two
going to
day.
options. One is thorough, one is careful, and
but
might
if
as
we're,
well.
how do we translate being careful when we're thrashing all
careful
over?
is the higher chance at an encounter.
Lower chance of an encounter.
No?
He said it wrong the first time.
Be a higher chance of an encounter. if we're
It's
just
in the
building.
chat. You can read it right there.
If we choose to be more careful, the encounter DC increases by 2.
So it's harder.
That means it's harder, yes, to get an encounter.
Harder for an encounter to happen.
Okay.
Because you're being careful,
Sorry.
you're stealthing, you're going slowly, you're looking around. Whereas being thorough means you're walking every square inch of this place and making sure you find all of it. Careful, you may miss something. Is just
Thorough means
Does
if
being
there's an
careful, like,
encounter out there, we're going to flesh it out.
all right.
does being
So
careful like take an extra day or something, or is it just we say we're being careful and
careful
that's
does
it?
not take the extra day. Thorough takes the extra day.
Oh, okay, that's where I was remembering that. Cool. Then yeah, let's just be careful and explore
Oh, I
that
take that back.
hex.
I'm sorry. Neither one of them changes how much you're exploring it for that day initially.
Okay.
In the future,
Okay.
if you're thorough, you will then be able to go through it faster.
Will you be marking these hexes off as ours, like bright green around them or something?
There will be a pin in every one you explore.
And that's it? Okay. Fine.
Well, yeah. I guess we will explore H3 carefully.
All right, so first of all, I need to do this. Okay. Now, as part of your survival skills, if you guys aren't confused enough already, you can live off the land, which means you can go at half your overland speed without requiring food and water supplies.
What?
Or you can just go off the rations you're carrying and eat your meals ready to eat the whole time while you're traveling.
Well, I know that both Toby and Des are good at survival.
Between the two of you, you guys should be able to easily get the DC. It doesn't matter of do you want to take the time, because it's going to slow you down.
Oh, if it slows us down.
I have skills in survival
We
too.
have all the time in the world. Why do we need to be in a hurry?
Still slow us down
We
if we're
don't.
moving at the speed of Bovina.
Lavina is being carried, so we can do 2 activities per hex instead of 1.
Ah, yes, yes. I'm fine with just going slower and living off the land. You guys are. Might as well save our consumable
Yeah.
resources in this early
Yeah,
stage.
I'm okay with that.
All right,
I
so
mean, somebody has to figure out which plants are poisonous, right? Here, eat
Right.
this.
Yeah, let's
Mikey,
try this.
if you look at your survival skill, you can open it up on your page, or you can open up skills under character. You can see there's one that's called Live Off the Land. And that allows you to keep yourself and others fed in the wild by hunting and foraging. One check determines success for a single day. Provide food and water for one other character for every 2 points by which the result of your check exceeds 10.
Do we
So
have any survivalists?
you have several of them. So you
Yeah.
have to be trained in it, have to have at least one rank in it.
I'm
If you-
trained.
Lunar is trained,
You
definitely.
can then choose, do you want to have one person do it and everybody else help them? Or do you each want to try to do it? They will stack.
I like that idea, helping each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that works for me.
your highest survival is Lunalai. Don't know
Right.
why the Mystic has the highest survival, but she is a
Very
+9.
Because
wise.
it's wisdom based.
It's very perceptive.
She
Exactly.
is +9. Then Toby has +7. Dez has +6. Dr. Clef has +5.
Good.
So
grief,
everybody
I am
except
not
Bex
trained.
is
I
trained.
am not trained.
Yes, but even without training, Bex has 4, and Gleamina has a 3 with training. So Bex is the only one who's not trained in it. But so you can have a couple people do it. You can have one person do it. What do you guys want to do?
We should make Lunalai roll, and then we all roll to help.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
agree.
everybody else except Lunalai roll your survival, and you have to get a 10.
Oof.
Oh.
That was almost...
Oh,
All right, so
wow, look at that.
Bex is not trained in it, so his doesn't count. But you got +6, so put a +6 in the modifier.
Okay.
And then give us a roll. All right, so you get the DC for living off the land is 10. You get food and water for one other creature for every 2 points. So you got it by 17. So that's
Right.
eight people.
Nice.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of you. So
So
plus
Des gets
yourself.
the extras,
So it's
basically.
7. He gets 7. So you have 2 days. So you don't have enough to do it for 2 days, but you do have 2 extra the first day. All right, and the first day goes by uneventfully.
Fine.
So it is now the 29th. It starts raining a bit. You guys are up in the mountains, so it's cooler. It's in the 40s.
It's a little brisk out there.
A little bit.
It is H3, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Keeping us on our toes.
I didn't want to move all my windows to verify.
A little note to the players, because I see this little extra bit of effort. If you look at the numbers and the letters, the way they are slanted indicates which way the line goes.
Yep. Numbers run northeast, southwest, and the letters run the other way.
Correct. I tried to make it as easy as possible. All right. Second day happens. Are we doing the same thing? Right now we're floating 2 meals. Did you want to do the survival roll again?
Yeah, I
Sure.
think we can stick with it.
Sure.
All right. So again, everybody except Bex and Lunalai roll.
Oh, suck it.
All right. So you get a +4.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's do this right. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So
Still
you have enough to feed everybody today. So it cancels out the ones from yesterday, and you're good to go.
I get, isn't there extra?
So that's
Um,
2. So
Great.
you'll have this hex finished in 1 day. However, there it is. Okay, I have a window open. I don't know why that was there. Okay. Steep slopes of this mountainous hex protect a rare find. You come
Ooh,
upon this small mountain meadow with glimmering gold-colored flowers and long grasses.
Ooh.
Fragile blooms synthesize minerals and biomatter into slender bioluminescent stalks, topped by fringed spherical heads.
cool.
All right, so as you guys approach this,
Brightly lit.
Des' wing brushes against one of them, and it melts and sheds its petals as soon as it's touched. Give me whoever is trained in life science and wants to check it out. Again, you can have one person do it, or actually, there's only one person who is trained in life science. That is Dr. Clef. So,
Yep.
Congrats, you've been voluntold.
Whoa!
Considering
I
we're
am the
going
scientist.
out to try to discover shit.
so you realize these require a very specific mixture of mineral-laden nutrients to survive. You know that the specific balance can't be reproduced artificially, and the natural condition under which they bloom grow rarely last. They're called golden blooms. So the natural conditions under which they grow rarely last more than 1 season.
Wow.
So you realize that these are valuable, but could be sold only when potted within a carefully maintained balance of native soils.
So somebody's doing it, in other words.
If you want to take
No.
advantage of this, you have to do so quickly, because if you take another charter turn, in other words, next month, if you go a month before coming back to this, and
It'll be
before
gone.
transplanting the golden blooms, the composition of the soil will change enough that the plants will all wither and die.
Damn.
So transplanting them requires specialized equipment, which you are pretty sure that Haltheria Grommen should have on hand. So you have a choice. You can either send a message to the botanist or return to the settlement for her. So what would you like to do?
Let's send a message to her.
All right.
We can ask Scout to hopefully bring her here.
All we need to do is leave this patch to come back and find out some native wildlife has grazed it all and turned it into golden poop.
There you go.
We might also want to ask for
All right, so who's calling?
one of the org sisters to help
call.
move things, I think.
Oh, true.
Hey, Atomic,
That would be
welcome,
a good
welcome.
call. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I guess since I'm technically in charge and also just, spend some time over the past week making friends, I'll call her.
Let me, okay. Clef, I only answered because it's you. I'm really busy. What's going on?
We just found a rare find here, the golden bloom. They are thriving at the moment. You have any specialized equipment to help possibly harvest these, so that we can keep them nice? I believe they will benefit our settlement if we can utilize on this. You know as well as I do that we only have a short window for this. I would just assume she would know what I'm talking about, being a botanist.
Yeah.
Look, I just don't have the time. I'm much too busy to worry about trying to move a bunch of plants. Uh, we're trying to find a cure for this disease, and I don't have time to mess with these plants. And she disconnects the call.
These plants may be the cure.
It's true.
Can you send
always
to
been
We already
because
hung up,
unfortunately
guys.
he hung up. I just ask her to send Tetyetta with the equipment. Um, call Tetyetta, calling her assistant.
Oh, Dr. Clef, I was just about to call you.
Yeah.
I'll be glad to help you with this.
Someone with common sense.
Yeah, just
Send me. So
grab the
she
equipment
asked you
and
some questions. You send her a quick video. She says, "Okay, I'll go ahead and get that out. I'll be out there in. Actually, give me just a second here. Let me do a. Lavina, go ahead and give me a 12-sider.
12-sider coming up. Let's see that. Okay, so
All right, so you find this about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She says, "Okay, so I'll get the things together. I'll head out in the morning. I should be there by about noon tomorrow."
Arnie, don't be afraid to ask Elenez to escort you to help you get here straighter. and ask one of the Ngola's sisters to help carry the equipment.
All right, we'll do.
Like, alrighty. Well, Yetta is probably going to thank me for this. You know, he's been wanting to get away from ramen for a little bit.
All right, so we will come back to that as the rest of the day goes by uneventfully.
Survival.
Yetta. All right, so you still have one more day's exploration of this hex, but everything is being put on hold for a moment while you guys are working with these special blooms. So it is now the 30th. The rain has stopped. And sure enough, just before noon, she shows up. Both the sisters, two of the sisters are with her. Farolet and Laboundu are with her, as well as Elenez. She has all the equipment. So transplanting the golden blooms requires a PC. Let me go ahead and I'll share this so you guys know what's going on. A PC to succeed at a DC 20 life science, survival, or a relevant profession skill. Up to 4 characters can aid in this. She has a life science modifier plus 10 and aids automatically. So, she has plus 10. She can do it if you guys, none of you want to. But otherwise, she will automatically aid somebody. So you guys can use survival or I don't. Tell me if your profession would fit into this.
I don't think I can offer anything here.
Okay.
I can.
My
Me,
profession doesn't work for this, no. But I can offer survival.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll
Yeah,
survival.
survival.
Does no, I don't think this actually fits. But Xenoseeker,
Oh my gosh,
you know,
guys.
or alien life forms, I think this technically counts as a life form, even though it's a plant.
Yes, I'll give you that. So do you want to do it yourself or do you want to
Like,
aid her?
I will aid Tayetta.
Okay. Goodness sakes. All right. So 2, 4, 6,
Dang,
8.
220s there.
All right. So that's 10. I'm also going to give you another +1 because of the 220s. It's not rules as written, but I'm going to do that. So that's a total of 12.
Oh, thank you, gracious DM.
And she has a +10.
Oh, damn.
So Mantha, you haven't.
Plus 22 on this.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So 10. Jinko, you haven't rolled a lot. Put +10 in the. +22 in the modifier, and give us a roll. Does a flat 20. All right.
Hey.
Nice.
So you could not have failed because you needed a DC of 20. But with a 37, you're able to get the vast majority of them and they are in very special cases because they're so brittle. And you also are able to mark out the soil, and so they start the sisters and start loading up these little hover carts and loading them with the soil because, as we already mentioned, the soil is going to change within the month and you can't reproduce it. So they start doing that as well. Okay, so that's the golden bloom field.
Woo!
Can
I'm
I
gonna
ask a question about this?
Go ahead.
If they're being cultivated so carefully and specifically, wouldn't that mean that there's people or something or creatures doing that? Or are you saying these are naturally there?
They're naturally there. This is just a
Okay.
random field that you found of them.
This patch of dirt hit the lottery.
Right.
Yep.
And we're taking
You
them
may
and
find other ones in other mountains, but for right now, this is the only
so
one
we're
that
not
you see.
cultivating the field then at all. We're just taking
No,
everything.
we're harvesting and
Correct.
trying to keep these plants as live as long as possible.
Because after a month, this field can not produce them anymore anyway.
Unless we cultivate it
We can't.
Right.
at all. Okay.
That's what we learned. We have to harvest it because if we don't, we cannot reproduce it.
Okay, so the 30th. What did I miss? 29. Okay, so the 30th is when she comes. So that's going to take the rest of that day easily until they finish up after dark, tired and rested. So you guys, I will allow you to still do a survival check. So I can say that instead of helping with, there's only so many hands that can be working on this project at any given time. So I'll say you guys can do a survival check to see about getting food. So I do your normal rolls. Everybody except Bex and Luna Lai, give me a survival check.
Hey,
All right,
hey.
and so that gives you 2, 4, 6. So you have a +7 modifier, Luna Lai, on your survival check.
Damn.
Woo woo.
Great.
Very nice indeed.
Good at surviving.
All right, so that's 26 more. So it's 13. So you have enough for tomorrow as well. So you don't have to go at half speed. Because you just don't need to do this search for tomorrow. You get and the party. Harvest the golden blooms. Alright, so next morning they are heading back to the settlement. And you guys finish exploring this last hex. This last thing. Because you have one extra movement. Alright, and I'm sorry. What was the final decision? You guys kept going back and forth, back and forth. Did you say you want to be careful, or do you want to be thorough?
Careful.
Careful.
Okay.
Careful.
All right. So as you're working your way down this mountainside and the crevices, uh, Des, you notice these little dust devils, and you've seen them off and on, but you notice that one of them doesn't lose as the wind passes. The gust of wind passes, it doesn't fade, and it keeps going, and it moves towards you.
Whoa.
And
By little dust devil, is it little for me or little for everybody?
Well, that is super cool. I'm glad it worked out.
Hi, Becca.
everybody needs to roll for initiative, and it is a small creature.
Creature.
Images.
Bex and Des should probably be sharing initiative.
Yeah.
I assume we're close enough to each other, so I'm just not rolling good, guys.
So we all should all roll
It's
initiative
like
then?
me Friday night. Everything I rolled was 4 or less, and I ended up getting bitten in half by Demogorgon. What a night!
You know, just that, you know, classic, whatever day it was.
Okay.
Did whoever had an advantage to initiative apply it?
I did. I got the plus, not advantage, but the +2. Yeah, I got it.
It's automatic.
Yeah.
It's already
Automatic.
done.
Awesome.
It's automatic.
Glad it's you. That means I also have it, basically.
There it is. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Hold on just a second. There it is. Okay. Quick map. You
Maybe.
guys are here, and they are there.
Oh, he said they.
He did say they.
Not it. He said they.
Oh,
It's true.
I'm a dork. I'm gonna give me just a second here. We're gonna do this. I made a mistake. First time I ever made a mistake. Let me
Mark that in your calendars, guys.
quick map. In order for that to work, I had to put the monsters there. Just saying. So
No, I don't think so. I think just blank map.
I've done this playing around with it to see how it works, but I've never actually used it. What it does is it allows the DM to pull up a map, tell in a 9x9 grid of this whole map, this is the grid I want the party in, this is the grid or grids I want the enemy in. Hit submit, and it will automatically put everybody on the map.
Wow.
Quick map.
So what day is it on our calendar?
Go. 31st.
Fourth wall.
First of Calistral?
No, the date is in the chat. 4th day of 31st Abideus.
Okay, so it is still the 31st.
Am I doing this?
And Nick, give me a D12.
Do.
Talk about the beginning.
All right, it is 10 o'clock in the morning.
I'm making it.
Mantha, give me a D59.
The date is in the
So it's 10:45.
mission of the day. Right.
And I'll expose them.
Well, that's not fair.
Now we all gotta be naked.
Oh, I was saying it wasn't fair because it's a read-only calendar. I can't make a journal entry.
Sadly, no. DMs are the only ones who can mess with calendars as of yet. I think a lot of people are continuing to complain about it, so maybe that will change. But for now, DMs are the only ones who can make changes to the calendar. I would love to have a player keep notes for me. I would give them an extra level if they kept up to date notes for me. But I do it my dang self. All right. Switching to the 2D view, starting with Glovina.
Lovina, put me down.
So yes,
Thank
you
you.
are. I'm going to say it is going to take you. You're in the saddle that Bex usually uses. Um, so I'm going to say it will take you 10 feet of movement to get to the ground, but you can be anywhere you want to adjacent to Des.
All right, so that would be like right there.
Okay. Why is
And then, so
that's
you
the
said
wrong
it
one.
takes 10 feet of my movement?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm running that direction because
Okay. Well,
that's
if you
just how I am.
so why wouldn't you put yourself on the opposite side of them?
On the opposite, is this Des? Oh, that is
That's
Des.
Des.
Never mind. Here,
Big one.
I'll go.
So you can
Yeah, right there.
start.
Dragon
Big
guy.
enough to carry you.
You can start here. Hold on a second. Is this map have a? Oh, dadgummit. This. All right. That's the issue with not prepping.
Okay.
All right. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to take the 30 seconds to resize the grid to match what's drawn on
Yeah.
there?
Yes.
Please.
Please,
Okay.
please do.
Overwhelming, yes.
This is going to drive me bonkers. Like,
No reason. Go ahead.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna get up for a second. I'll be right back.
like it would drive an OCD person crazy. That's how bad it would drive me bonkers. And I
There you
wouldn't
go.
say I'm OCD about
See?
anything.
Thank you, Fancy Grounds. Turn off the grid. So now I'm going to re-drag you guys over. Loop.
Yay!
Why
Okay.
is he here? Is he in the combat tracker? Oh, he is. Okay. We will delete him. All right. So as we were saying, let me
So over here. So I start
fix-
here.
Put him in a
Where?
square, and then you start
Up one more.
here or here.
Okay. There. Right there.
Okay.
All right. So then I'm going to run, which is another 30 feet.
Oh, hold on
I
a
know,
second.
it's crazy.
Um, if any of you have spell slots, get it back. Here. Let me do this.
Slots are where? That's not.
And then I'm going to do this.
Oh, yeah, I already assumed that and I unclicked some things.
Wow.
Well, okay, we've
I'm
gone
kidding, I'm kidding.
overnight. My goodness. Took some
We
initiative.
didn't sleep, huh?
I took some initiative without even rolling initiative. Woo!
Oh, it's been a week straight.
Right.
All
I
right.
feel like Tuesday's gone on
Yeah,
forever,
she
guys.
keeps having accidents, stubbing a toe and banging into a door, just enough to maintain that 3 hit points. All right. Glumina, here you go. Now that I'm done being a DM, I can go to the stream and try to be
Okay,
a streamer.
there I go. I am moving. I'm running 30 feet because I'm short and stout. I cannot run as fast as everybody else, but it's going to get me closer. Just not close enough.
All right, so you're using your action to run as well. Except
How far she can go?
That's what I was doing when I ran 30 feet, not 10.
yep. I was just explaining for people at home.
Oh, okay.
All right, and put these guys back on here.
I thought it was my turn, right?
Well, shit, at this rate, I should have stayed on Des and then gotten
Yeah.
off.
Exactly.
Maybe, but it's a little bit late now.
It is a little late for that. I've already took off running. I'll remember next time.
Well,
I
I'm
just
following.
snatch you up like a bird of prey snatches up a small dog.
On your way by me? Great. Carry on.
Yeah, Luna's running right in immediately, so she's ready to
Hold
go.
on, there's lots of people before you.
I'm not going. I'm just telling you. The general
Oh
plan of
dang,
life.
they move super far.
All right,
Super cool.
it's a creature. Okay, we know that.
They move like the wind.
Hmm. More like the air, you know.
Just don't break them.
Don't pass them either.
All right, so he's just gonna chill. Toby,
Toby,
or not Toby,
huh?
or not Toby. That is the question.
Whether 'tis nobler to suffer the slings and stones. Anyway, Toby. Oh, we don't have the facing indicator anymore. Okay. Don't have to worry about that. Toby's
You
gonna
do, it's
go
just in
ahead.
the corner.
Really?
No, we don't. It's gone. I turned it off.
Oh shit, no, it's still there. Okay, well, Toby is going to go ahead and move like straight down. Actually, he has 40 feet of movement. So he will go ahead and move there.
All right.
And then he will go ahead and raise his Maze Core pike rifle and go ahead and try to shoot at this thing. That's a hit. Is the injection only on crits? I don't even know what it does.
If you have an injection, if you're shooting darts, and you have something to load into those darts, like Doc in the other game uses an injection pistol, he can deliver his serums and stuff by injection.
Ah, okay. I don't think he has any injections. I think he just has an injection rifle. So, that's Toby's turn.
All right. Oh, didn't mean to.
And what?
Let's see. They're so tiny. That is a long shot for my teeny tiny little pistol. But I'm going to take that shot. See, what's my range? Is 20.
That's
So
a
that's
cool
what-
picture.
At a range of 20, 170 is like a minus 16 or something.
What is your range?
20?
All right. Did you move it all?
No.
Okay. So it's
Oh, wait, I was looking, yeah.
it would be minus 10. But
Minus 10?
and you have Des, so it's minus 12. Now, if you shoot the one that's closer, he's not.
Oh, I see him. I didn't see him.
But you still have. He has full cover because you have 3 people in the bush. But you can move.
Gonna have him in the
You
bush.
can get rid of all that. You move over to the east.
You could also theoretically climb on Dez's back and get height advantage. If you want to. You don't have to.
All right, a 60.
Right,
That's
so
a
you're-
minus 6, right? Range?
It's
And what
60
cover
feet.
penalty?
No, so the 20 is free, and then it's actually 65. So if you move forward 1, there you go. Now it's 60. So it's minus 4 because 20 is free, and then up to 40 is minus 2.
What is he getting for
60 is
cover
minus
from
2.
there?
Nothing. It is a clear shot.
So there's a minus 4 for range.
That's it.
I'd like to spend a Benny.
That is so funny.
All right,
Alright.
Des.
Dez.
There's 2.
I can see this thing. Can I try to identify it? No, figure out what I know about it.
All right. That list, they are that type of creature. Just a second. Oh, okay. That's why I was
You know,
thinking
every
it's the
time
other
I
thing.
say it, you have to look at
Mysticism.
things. Ooh, cool. I am untrained. Oh yeah, I don't know shit. This looks really magical. I don't know.
So one time you were
I want to
drying
reel
your
that in.
hands with an air blower, and you turned around, and your wing got caught on it, and you were fighting with it, and that's what this reminds you of.
Okay. Well, in that case, Des is going to go ahead and actually how far away is he?
Zoom in a little bit.
He's 60 feet away. I don't know if I can get close enough. But he's gonna try, so he's going to go ahead and move 30 feet. He is hopping up in the air and gliding over. Actually, if I think Sven has said that I can
So
just
this
go
is a
straight
tree.
for places.
Yes, the brown glob is a tree, so you wouldn't be. You would need to steer clear of the brown glob. This thing.
What is that?
You can walk
It's a
by
tree.
it, but
Okay.
you can't fly by it.
There.
It's a tree, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 30 feet of movement. And he's going to go ahead and he has his rifle mounted. So he will go ahead and yeah, the other ones are way too far away. He will go ahead and shoot at this one.
Okay.
So just 30 feet.
That's a hit. And that did it, you know. As this what is this? I think this is electricity. So this like bolt of lightning just kind of like goes through the cloud, and like there's just like this hole, and it kind of like fizzles out around it.
All right, Luna.
I'm just gonna move 30. Okay. Then
That is in my space.
it's not. You take up 5 spaces.
I take up 4.
Okay. Now what are you doing?
I'm next to your space. I'm next to your space, right? I'm
You
moving
are
in the
now.
same direction. Okay. And I was going to do mind thrust, but then this is an errant elemental.
Correct.
So would mind thrust come under its whatever information?
Give
So it has
me
to have
a mysticism check.
Oh yeah, that's how we roll. All right.
All right. So this thing has. You want to know immunities? Um, One minute. Elemental. So there are elementals are immune to bleed, critical hits, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, and stunning. And they also cannot be flanked.
Oh, I just typed that out really fast.
So is it the red thing there? And where is it again?
Mantha, would you mind doing a Mantha or Nick? One of you want to make a note of called immunities, and we'll just add to it as you guys run across them. You can also know this
I have an immune
is
note called encountered creatures, where it's just air elemental tinies that I've added to. I can just add this
I
information to that note.
I also have a public note called Manthus Bestiary of the creatures we've encountered.
Yeah.
It's good that we're both doing the same thing, keeping each other honest. I don't know.
All right, and what else would you like to know about this thing? You can know 3 other things.
I don't know, guys. What we want to know? Well, we want to know everything. We want to know how is it a powerful creature, or did you already answer the immunities that you mentioned?
Yes,
Yes, it's in
it's in
chat.
chat.
That's the chat.
Is it
Okay.
vulnerable to anything?
It is not vulnerable to anything.
Is it natural?
No, this is an outsider. Elemental
What do you mean?
extraplanar creature.
I would suggest for our last question that we
Well, that doesn't
ask
count.
what kinds of attack. Oh,
That comes with it.
It comes with
The information you got.
right. Okay.
And the type of attack it has is a slam attack. It buffets you with the wind. And its highest save is fortitude.
Fortitude.
All right. So, what else would you like to do?
I have spells I can throw, but they're way too far away.
Did you speak Auran?
I don't think so.
Auran
I don't,
Glad.
my, yeah.
I told you
You're
that.
hilarious. You're hilarious. No, I do not.
Uh-huh.
Fees. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong. What page is it on? Notes. Yeah, I only speak Castrovillian, Elvish, Eoxian, and
Right.
Yoshi.
All right. What do you guys? What would you like to do? So now you learn about it.
I'm sorry, could you throw up the immunities list again for it because I accidentally closed it?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay, never mind. Thank you.
And it's also in a note now that's public. It says immunities under players' notes.
Anyway, so
Okay, cool.
if we're attacking it, I'm gonna. What are the percentages for attacking it from this distance, which seems to be 140 feet at one of them? 135 and 140 is what I'm
It's
getting.
140 feet. So,
Right. So, spells. So it'd be a massive
what is
disadvantage on
your
that.
range with
It's
the
25 feet plus 5 per second level. And not even there. So
So
it's
with
just
a spell,
like,
you can't exceed your spell. Weapons you
just
can, but spells cannot exceed the range.
you blow behind it,
So
the
it's 30.
wizard's power.
You have to be within 30 feet to cast that spell.
Behind. Then no. I'm not doing anything. But I run double speed maybe if I
Yep,
can't do
you can
anything
move
else.
again. Correct.
I will do that.
And you can
Any more
actually sprint from where you started and go 4 times your speed because you're going in a straight line.
That sounds like it would be very, very good if I was doing that.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So
I'll
you
land
started
a.
here.
Yeah,
Your speed is 30.
go
So
fit.
you can just, as long as you're going in a straight line,
Yeah. Where does that put me? What does this thing say again? Come on. 20.
110. So you can go right there.
Cool. I will do that then.
One of the rare times you guys are able to do it. Because it has to be in a straight line. Alright. Next is Dr. Clef.
I will end up doing the same, running. So I will apply my mutation effect of
Sprinting.
it. Yep.
Nice. So you get plus, so you're 35 times 4. That's 140.
Yep.
Right?
Let me zoom
Up
in.
to 140, I should say.
We'll get right next to Lunalai and I will stop. So right there.
Okay.
So, Dr. Clef, I just down my vial, I start to mutate and I just take off on all fours after Lunalai. I'm like the monkey bug I am.
Move pretty fast, I'm assuming.
Alright. And approve.
I move faster the more mutation I get.
Go ahead and click next.
Yeah.
Alright. So he gets to do.
Wow. Well, that's impressive.
Alright. The grid is slightly off down here, but it's a lot closer than it was. That is 40 feet. Alright, so he's going to do a flyby attack against Dr. Clef.
Literally.
As he's slamming him. Nice. right, so this is a kinetic.
Wait. Talking about the air.
Through and through. Attempt a free sunder combat maneuver against a target, the same attack bonus. Okay.
What does thunder do?
It
Oh no.
Takes my head off.
Holy shit.
what?
All right, so he slams into this thing and Doctor spins, and he was sprinting full out. And as he hits this wind, it just snaps his neck, and you hear a crack as some bones crack, and he falls. As he drops unconscious. And you think this thing giggles, but it's hard to tell.
Dang it. How did it do that?
This one.
If any of you have like listened to Epic the musical, the Odyssey
Yes.
musical. Yeah, just I'm imagining the wind god Aeolus's laugh. Yeah, it's much better than what I did.
This one misses. All right, top of the next round. Lavina again.
Wow, how the heck did that happen? All right, so 20 feet. Right there.
Okay.
And what is my minus to shoot this one if my weapon is 20 feet?
2.
Okay.
It's also peak of, so if you want to click that, whatever is easier for you.
It looks like it didn't roll as his initiative, so I'm going to do that manually.
Whoa.
Boom!
All right, what are you shooting with?
My gulch gun.
And what type of damage does it do?
It's in the category of flame. It's burn damage.
All right, so energy. Nose be gone. Bonus effect. The target moves one step down the charisma poison track until healed. Okay. And so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. It did show up there, right? Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yep. So if that's it, you can click next.
Next victim.
All right. So this blast shoots out, whoosh, and well, isn't it? You may want to check your Gulch gun. I thought it was a flamethrower, but so it doesn't. I think it, but I don't remember. Which means it's if the good thing, if it is a flamethrower, the good thing is it hits every target within 20 feet. Bad news,
Automatic.
it wouldn't hit creatures beyond 20 feet. It doesn't have that one, doesn't have an extended range because it's a flamethrower. But just double check it, reread it, and we'll skip it for now, but just check it. All right,
It
so
says
this
long
thing
arms.
is going again. And
It goes to like Fortnite dance on top of Dr. Clef's body.
it's going to do it. Whee! As it flies over. And come on. Map, stop. Fine. That's 30. And then it's going to go.
That's not the elemental, is it? Oh, it so is. I'm just wrong.
45. 80. 90. 100. Close enough. And it's going to zoom up. On top of the rock. All right. Let's see if he can hit. What is happening? It says it's targeting Dr. Clef, and it's not. Okay. I know what happened. So we're doing this. All right, Dr. Clef.
I am dying.
All right, so you spend. So on your main page, there are 3 blue buttons on the bottom right. You are doing stab, which is stabilize. So click that, and it automatically uses up one of your resolve points. You are no longer dying. You are stabilized. Next round, if nobody heals you, you can spend one. You can then stay in a fight, S in F, and that will put you back at 1 hit point.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, question
Bex.
for the DM because I don't remember. What determines how many resolve points you have?
Stuff.
Wow, and things too.
No, just stuff.
No, only stuff.
Um,
I believe it's a
Here it is.
combination of race and class stuff.
You have a number of resolve points equal to half your character level, rounded down, but a minimum of 1, plus a modifier of your key ability score.
Okay, thank you. I was like looking at Toby's stuff and I'm like, how does he only have 2 resolve points? That's how. Yeah. Turns out I am the outlier, not him. Sorry, go ahead. Bex, your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and just get closer this round.
Okay, so you can sprint, and as long as you go in a straight line, you can go up to 4 times your movement.
Nope, that's as far as I want to get.
Okay.
It's like I've seen what happened to Dr. Clef. Okay, cool. This guy didn't move, which is great for Toby, who is going to charge.
Good luck, Toby.
Yay.
Godspeed.
That is as straight of a line as I can get.
All right.
But
So he charges.
he charges, and at the end of that charge, he's going to go ahead and make an attack.
So because he is a noir, he does not have the penalties that you would normally get for doing a charge.
Yay.
With the
Ooh,
ball, you get
almost
a
a nat
point.
20.
That was, yeah, so close.
It's fine. No, he is. Oh shit, actually. Can I be back one space because his weapon has reach?
Okay. You are no longer adjacent to it.
Awesome. That is his turn.
Yes.
Time for Dez, who also has a weapon with reach. I don't know if I can really get over there. But that's okay. Dez is going to move 30 feet, and then I will see where I'm at, and then I might move another 30 feet.
You two can sprint.
Yeah. So, nearest air elemental is pretty far away. Or sorry, the other. Yeah. So, Dez is. Nah, can I see the one that's near Toby? I know there's a rock in between us, but I think I'm probably pretty tall.
Yes, it would have partial cover. 2.
Peek of.
But you can see it, yes.
Okay, well, he's gonna try to shoot at that with his pulsecaster.
Okay, what's the range?
50.
Nice.
Doesn't matter. I have a flat roll of -2, so it does not work.
All right, Luna Lee, you're hurt
Why?
a little bit.
Yes. She's gonna do her spell now. She's close enough now, so she can move up and have, I think it's 25 feet. That's what we declared, 25 feet. So this thing gonna move it. Oh wow, that's one way. There's 30. Okay, stay. And then I can cast my spell, and that will be the distance. Come on, here we go. Blind thrust. So close, 25 plus 5 per 2 levels, so it's still 25, right? I'm disadvantaged there.
Correct.
Instantaneous. Find the most
This one does
vulnerable
not have an
person
intelligence score.
of anything.
They are not intelligent at all.
We just,
So they
okay, we would just pretend that. No, then there's not much else I can do other than look at a rock and throw it. But so
use any of your weapons or telekinetic projectile. You can detect magic on it.
Not even close to it, am I?
You moved pretty close to it.
Yeah, 25 feet away. How am I going to hit with the club?
Throw the club.
You're,
I know you can throw it.
you can throw the club, but you also have a semi-auto pistol and a knife that you can throw.
Okay.
So you have 3 things you can hit
Yeah.
with range.
Yeah,
Or you can detect magic on it.
no, that's fine. Oh my god, it's probably a miss, right?
All right. So
just a sec.
shot rings out. Birds squawk and fly out of trees. They've never heard this sound before on this planet.
Did the game automatically check off my projectile score?
For guns,
Count?
it usually does, yes.
Okay, cool.
All right, so this thing was burning somehow. Don't ask me how. The phosphorus that was and the napalm that was shot out of her gorge gun was wrapped around in this. It's like an oil rig that's on fire in a tornado,
Yikes.
and burns it up, and it dies.
Yay!
And Glovina again, 3 times in a row.
Wow. She yelled something, but I didn't hear what it was.
All right.
Said I was coming. I was just across the room, but I had myself muted because I was being loud. All right. Why is there an exclamation mark over the top of this one?
That's because he's
Because that
dead.
is
Because I'm dying.
that's Dr.
Oh,
Flash,
that's
your
you.
friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're like, I'm gonna go
I
stab
became-
him while he's down.
Do not stab the roadkill.
Do not stab roadkill. Okay. Well,
I'll save you.
let's see here.
Too
Near
bad you don't have
Toby.
a mystic.
The last
Who can
one.
heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah.
We'll just have to let him
I
die.
did step on you as you walked up by you to go shoot this thing and miss. All right, Glavina, what are you doing?
I'm figuring it out.
More fun answer.
I'm going to move, at least that.
There's a big rock.
I'm just going to run, I guess, because I can't do anything else. Well, maybe I can. Never mind. I'll go there.
Okay. You got grenades. You chuck
I
your
do.
grenade.
I forgot. I got my grenade launcher.
It's also only
Well,
a few feet away. You don't even need a grenade launcher, but yeah.
if I had to, I do have that, is what I'm saying.
You have a free grenade because it's been, you've had a short rest since your last fight a week ago.
I got a free grenade.
10 grenade.
Oh.
10 days ago.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to do the sticky bomb grenade.
Okay.
And
So roll the grenade attack. Just don't roll a 1.
Radius. Load rounds 10 feet. Okay. Hang on. I'm almost there. Sticky bomb. Didn't roll a 1. Let's
So
put it
underneath your
like
grenades, you should have, so there's a target it and then roll the save. We'll see if it saves.
okie dokie. Target. And roll the
Underneath grenades, down below.
down.
I coded them all.
That's right. Okay.
And that answers your question right there. It's a 10-foot radius.
Wait a minute. Okay, under grenades, and I'm looking for what?
You said you're doing the sticky bomb grenade. If you open it up, click the little cog, and it drops down, you'll see a save.
Oh,
loop.
the cog. I'm like, what? And then there's the save. All right.
It fails, so click the effect. All right, so it's like the fire extinguishers, but instead of just foam, it's shooting out the stuff that caulking that you put in a window that expands and then hardens.
Yeah, that's a perfect representation of that stuff.
As this white stuff comes out and it whips up and around, taking the shape, it's sucked all up into this elemental and then hardens As it tried
And the
to
more he tries to get
struggle
out of
through.
it, the stickier it gets, the more it spreads. It's crazy.
All right, so he is for
He's
6
entangled?
rounds. He is entangled. So we'll see what happens, Dr. Clef.
Hey,
Now
Doc.
you do your SNF.
Yep.
Hey,
Um,
watch. Don't be
So
dirty
you
here.
are.
yeah. Luna.
It gives you
Oh,
one
Sorry.
hit point. Takes up another resolve point, so you're down to 1 hit resolve. But you now have your full turn.
all right. I will stand up.
Okay, it takes all of your movement.
Uh, it Dr. Clef did look like he was dead, thanks to my body. All the experience I've done on my own body. It's a little bit more malleable. So when the air elemental came by, it hit me in the head and kind of knocked my head to be turn 180. I like collapsed.
Ooh.
And because of your
Up.
evolution, you get a second hit point back. Every time you're healed, you
Oh.
get 1 back. 1 extra one.
Congrats. That extra hit point for sure gonna get you a long way.
Woo. Yeah, so I stand back up. I put my head back in place, the right way around. Orient myself, see the air elemental sticky sculpture thing, and it's like, I think we're still fighting this, and I launch one of my spikes at it.
Okay. You are
40.
40, and your range is 30, right?
I believe so, actually.
Yep. So you have a
So
-2.
yeah, range of 30. -2. Attack.
Nice.
Hey.
Fuck him up!
Um,
This is obviously the same one that hit you, so you're just getting revenge, right?
And you are.
this is the same one. That hit me,
What's the
yes.
damage type of that you do?
Piercing, so kinetic, I
Alright.
believe.
So the target is nauseated for 1 round. Go ahead and roll it. It's not going to survive the damage, but it also is bleeding for 1d6. How an air elemental bleeds, I don't know. Oh, you didn't kill it. Okay, never mind. Well then,
Wow.
Oh,
if nobody else does it, oh, you already applied it. Good.
yeah.
See, I know what I'm doing sometimes. All right. Next.
Yeah, this like barbed spike is just sticking in the sculpture thing, so it's still rattling around, still poking him. That's how
Nice.
it'll do bleed.
All right, Toby.
Okay, Toby, don't fuck this up. He is close enough to hit this thing because he's got reach.
Correct.
That'll do it.
He hits.
Technically, he was supposed to also have a +2, but I don't care about that. Wow, he's
Great.
still up. Yeah, I didn't specify he was doing a full attack, so he's just I don't know. He's doing something with his move action. I don't care.
All right, Bex.
All right, I am assuming that these things being non-intelligent are probably not going to be trick attacked.
No, that has nothing to do with it. You can trick attack. Feel free.
Play on its instincts. Make it go.
I don't think there's
Alright.
anything that's immune to a trick attack. I don't remember there be anything.
Okay. Let's see if I can remember how this works.
So you just have to target it, and then there should be a button that says trick attack. Cast. Click the cast button. As a success. So now don't roll.
No trick attack.
No, you succeeded. Yep. So
Oh, I thought it was his saving throw.
nope,
He
doesn't get
succeeded.
his- Nope, there is no. You are doing it. So now apply the effect, not the damage.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Unfuzzled.
Now roll the hit. What are you shooting with?
My hail pistol.
And what's the range?
20. So it should be at a -2. I missed.
It cancels out. Your trick attack cancels it out because he's flat-footed against you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But
Well,
some of this foam, just hardened foam, explodes in a shower. Looks like you hit it to everybody else, but you know in your heart that you missed. All right, Des.
bummer.
Des is taking another leap
Okay.
and perching on top of this rock.
Put yourself at +5.
I always forget which one it is to
Alt.
change the height.
And then give me an acrobatics check. All right, so as you go to land, you're just flapping your wings. No minus, you just flapping your wings just to maintain your balance on this weird rock.
Smack Toby in the face a little
Exactly.
bit.
I was going to say Toby's getting buffeted by the wind.
And Des is going to go ahead and try to stab at this thing.
Okay.
So it does say in the entangled condition that it takes a -2 penalty to its AC. Is that already
Yes.
applied? Okay.
That's a hit.
That'll hit. That'll do it.
And that is enough. As it had 1 hit point left.
So it was dying on its turn either way.
Correct, because it was taking 1d6 bleed. All right, and with that, we are out of combat.
Woo.
And you guys have finished with this hex. And
Nice.
so it'll be is the evening of the 31st. It's 10:40. Actually, no, it's the morning, 10:45 a.m. On the 4th day. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the day, and then you guys can start heading back to your home, or you can keep traveling around. You've got until the 20th of Calistral.
I vote we keep traveling.
Think about it.
I need to
and
keep.
We'll talk about it in 2 weeks. What were you saying?
I immediately ran to heal Dr. Klepto. That's my next action if I had an action. I had Mystic Cure. I could cure him 1d8 plus
Okay,
3,
you
whatever
can
it
go
is.
ahead and do that now as we're wrapping up.
Cool.
All
right.
So thank you for playing with me, guys.
Thanks for DMing.
It was fun.
Thank you for coming.
There you go. Press heal.
Thank you for the heal.
Found some cool flowers. And
Just how much? So it gave you 7? Yeah, I think it gave you 7 more.
Cool. So that he only has 1 wound left. Actually, no. He gets a bonus
He gets a
because
+1 when he gets healed.
of his
Oh, wow.
stuff.
That's nice.
So he's fully healed
Nice.
because he's an evolutionist. All right, guys. Well, thank you again for playing. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Come back on Wednesday for some more of the Big Double Ds. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good
Good
night,
night,
guys.
guys.
Good night, guys.
Sven, I have released Toby.